It appears we have a full notice board. Mothman sighted. We still have the don't worry about plasma. Sorry, don't worry about Doc Block. Plasma Hero will take care of it. But also do not worry. Oh, that is a terrifyingly large goose. Some armor trims, sewer blippers. I give notice that this is a notice. Yep. Typical Unorthoblocks, this is happening now, I guess. So, I have given out to everyone in this mailbox, save of course myself, a formal invitation to my game show. And it's in this sort of bright cherry leaves, perfect springtime palette. Everything's fine, everything's dandy. And then they'll get there, and it won't be spring waiting for them. It will be Lady Autumn. And I even have some tools to make that transformation a little easier. I have a mask, so I don't have to spend all of my magic maintaining the glamour and properly remove my glamour for myself. All I have to do, take off the mask and reveal that I am Lady Autumn. Though, of course, I will be not glamoured when I'm doing this. I feel like I'm being far too subtle. Because how am I supposed to compete with this? I may need to move forward some of my timelines for proving that there is a villain on this server by the name of Lady Autumn. Because there are too many villains on this server, including people who are not even trying. What am I supposed to do with this? So, I've now got my house mostly done, my tree mostly done, a workable sort of path, and we have a design for bridges. It might now be time to turn my gaze towards connecting this house to the main nether paths through something other than the very interesting daily commute. And my understanding is that if I fly on along this way, I find my way back to some of the main nether paths. Alternatively, I get very lost. Very quickly. That's not as intended. Well, I have somehow ended up back here, which is not quite where I wanted to end up. But let's follow my awkward commute back to the main nether area, and then from there, figure out what the path is to get back to my house. Right, so here we have the main nether area with other people's tunnels, my little lantern switchback, the path I just found, and my house on back here. And now that I have all of that straightened out, let's put in a road. Of course, the first step towards any sort of landscaping, you clear out the trees. I'm sorry, I know it's very un-elvish of me to say, but you want clear sightlines. Okay, the landscape has not cleared out yet, but we have a very interesting phenomenon over across the way. You see that blaze that has also seen me? Apparently my staircase has become another fortress. Things I was not expecting. But apparently that's another fortress. You put enough nether bricks down. It's a fortress now. Wait a minute. Okay. So regardless of which way I run the roads to my house, they will be a little bit dangerous. And that's a funny thing I was not expecting. But I'm here for it. So let's finish cleaning up this area and get distracted putting in retaining walls instead of actually building a road. You know, just normal things. Now, I've cleared out most of this space, which means we've got a better idea of what sort of space I'm working with here. So, it sounds like I might be a bit sick, and this is true. I'm just kind of at a loss for what is it that I haven't done that's made me so sick. Nah, can't be anything. Maybe I've just been hanging around these mortals too long. So it's definitely that I have been hanging around mortals too long. That's what's made me sick. Can't be anything that I've been failing to do. Because what sort of things have I not been doing that... Nope. Couldn't possibly be a failure to meet obligations. It's gotta be that I've been hanging around these mortals. Now, should I put... I feel like the retaining wall needs to go up at least one more block. On the other hand, we've got two different rings. Yep, there we go. Two different rings. That feels more correct. In any case where we're going to have to be constructing the retaining wall a bit better, we'll also fill in with a bit more of the skulk. Because at this point, I have an aesthetic going on. And the nice thing about skulk is that it spreads. And so we'll just spread some skulk on around. So let's take a little bit of a look at this clear area and also this retaining wall from my strider down there. 1, 2, skip a few, strider eye view. Okay, the nether always looks amazing, but those retaining walls, that just feels like such an improvement there. We've got my house with its wall design, and it's the same sort of wall I've got going on as the retaining walls, but it just helps. We've got the gentle slope, and then we've got the nice cliffs, and the nice cliffs having this strong wall element to them. I like it. Now, you'd think that striders would pathfind into lava. Come on, you darn idiotic strider. Notice me. Why are you scared of walking into lava? You need it. Or can you not pathfind through the open gate? Yes, that's what's going on here. Alright, and now I'll just finish putting in all of these retaining walls and try not to get too much space-time mucus all over my builds. Because maybe it's space-time allergies playing up. Yeah, I didn't think I had any space-time allergies, but you never know. Okay, so I also did a little bit of gardening, but I think I like how this looks. I'm here for this. Little cherry accents. Like, this, I love this. That just has this little splotch of color to my gardening without overwhelming it. It's not out of palette for what's going. It goes so well with the amethyst crystals. I love this. But this can't all be gardens all the way down. Let's actually work towards having my path back towards spawn, now that I have a little bit of my gardening. And then once I've got my path in, I can do some industrial scale gardening to clean up all of these splotches. Because we need to put some trees back in. Some more cherry pattern splotches, some industrial scale gardening. Look, we're going to have some fun here. But first, a road. I hope you'll be willing to put up with another time-lapse this episode.